The country's outbound shipments expanded by more than 7% in September year on year, marking 12 consecutive months of growth, according to the Trade Ministry.
우리나라 9월 수출이 전년 동기 대비 7% 이상 늘어나면서 12개월 연속 증가세를 이어갔다고 산업통상자원부가 발표했습니다. Tell us more.
Well, it's good news for exports. They're going up and up and up and up and up. We have nearly $58.8 billion last month, and that's up by 7.5% from last year. Semiconductors have done very well. They jumped 37.1% last month. They're up to $13.6 billion. That's a new high, and the first new high they've had in 3 months. Exports to China have increased by 6% on year. To the US, they've increased by 3.4%. And, imports have increased as well, but we still have a trade surplus.
Yeah.
And we've had a trade surplus for 16 consecutive months so far.
Very good news indeed. It says that outbound shipments expanded. And when we say outbound shipments, we're talking about exports.
Yes.
What does expanded mean?
Oh, to get bigger. I can expand on the meaning here by telling you it means larger or wider or sometimes getting more information. But in this case, we're talking about bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, as opposed to extending something, which means it's getting longer.
Exactly. So we use extending for measurements of length, or we use it for dates. For example, you extend your stay or extend your work hours or whatever it may be. But if you're expanding something, it's getting larger in size.
네, 자, expanding은 확대되는 것이고요. extending은 늘리는 것입니다. 그래서 시간이나 길이는 extending 한다고 하고요. 규모라든지 어떤 한도, 범위가 전체적으로 커질 때는 확대되는 것이니까 expanding이라고 합니다. 우리나라의 이제 수출 규모가 커졌다 이런 뜻으로 Korea's outbound shipments expanded. What about year on year?
It means from the last year or the previous year to this year. So when we talk about some kind of figure year on year, we're comparing the present figure or this year's figure to the previous year's figure.
Exactly. 자, year on year. 이걸 약자로 그냥 YOY라고 쓰기도 하는 것 같아요. 이거는 이제 전년 동기 대비라는 뜻이죠. 작년 같은 기간에 비해서 year on year 이거를 이제 굉장히 영어로는 심플하게 쓰고 가운데에 하이픈이 2개 들어갑니다. year hyphen on hyphen year. 그래서 하나의 표현이 되는 거죠. 참고로 on year라는 표현도 있는데 이거는 형용사예요. 그래서 명사로도 쓰일 수도 있고 좀 부사로는 잘 쓰지 않는 것 같습니다. 그래서 이건 참고하시면 될 것 같고 여기서는 부사처럼 쓴 거잖아요. It looks like an adverb,
Yes.
the usage of this expression here. Year on year, compared to the same period last year 라는 뜻입니다. Well, here's the headline again. The country's outbound shipments expanded by more than 7% in September year on year, marking 12 consecutive months of growth, according to the Trade Ministry. Now let's move on to the next headline.